We must not forget that the only reason we are here today is to honor the man on this list. Amen. Nothing else. So, we will now begin with the color guard presentation presented by the ROTC from Travis High School, and it's a great honor to have them here with us. This is the second year and a tradition that I hope will continue even after we are all gone. So, Commander, please take charge.
Detail, attend, hut. Forward, march. Detail, halt. Right, base.
Hey, Rudy. Let's see. All out. Mr. Paul Saldana will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My pleasure.
Since Mr. Davidson is not here with us today, I will do the welcome, and I want to welcome each and every one of you that took the time to come here today to honor our veterans. The veterans that have paid the ultimate price for living in a country that we live in, such as we live in today. One announcement that I'd like to make is that next week on the 28th, we will do the memorial service for the veterans from Johnston High School, now called Eastside Memorial. The one at Eastside Memorial, we've been doing it for 11 years. And we hope that this tradition continues at this school as well. The names that you see engraved behind me, they're also, most of them or some of them are also engraved at the monument at Washington, D.C. I've never seen it, and I'll probably never go see it. This is the closest thing that we'll ever have. For the mothers, the sons and the daughters and the children. It's been a half a century since the war ended. And we could have forgotten our veterans. But some of us got together and said, no way. We have to remember these men. These young men roamed these halls 50 years ago. But they're still with us. And hopefully their memories will continue to be with us. So thank you all very much for coming. Now our first speaker is Mr. Paul Saldana. And thank you very much for coming, sir.
Good morning. This is my son, Jonathan Luke, so I brought him with me. So part of our mission here at Austin ISD and here at William B. Travis Early College High School is to prepare and encourage our students for civic duty and engagement and provide them exposure to meaningful experiences to become lifelong learners. This also includes developing and respecting the interest in our community for those who have come before us. And I cannot think of a greater honor, privilege, and educational opportunity for our students than to assume the awesome responsibility to serve as guardians charged with protecting and honoring the memory and service of our military veterans and alumni here of William B. Travis High School. The monument that we unveiled last year and commemorate again today should serve as a constant reminder to all of us and our AISD students, our faculty, and our community that too often we take for granted the people that most deserve our deepest gratitude. The willingness of our veterans and active military servicemen and women and their families to sacrifice for our country has earned them our lasting gratitude. So on behalf of our Austin ISD Board of Trustees, Dr. Reverend Jamie Mathias, trustee from District 2, our superintendent, and our 84,000 students, we humbly offer our thanks to the families and the veterans that we honor here today for your unselfish sacrifices. And I want to thank and acknowledge the outstanding hard work and leadership of those who made today possible. Thank you very much.
Mr. Rosas, will you please come forward?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, señores y señoras, les doy las sinceras gracias por tenernos hoy este día. Commander, R.O.T.C, we thank you very much for your service, and we're here today for one simple reason. Yes, to honor, as the gentleman just said, our departed veterans. They made history. We are living their history. And there's a little thing that says in here, he or she left his home in perfect health. They looked so young and brave. We little thought how soon they would be laid in a soldier's grave. But there's somebody else that we need to honor, and that is the mothers that lost a son and daughter during the war. Those are the mothers, the Golden Star mothers that us veterans honor today. We thank them very much. We thank our soldiers all the way that have served since 1898 when Teddy Roosevelt in San Juan Hill and all the wars we had in between up until today. We honor our departed veterans, especially young men and women that didn't hesitate to raise that arm, and they said, we'll do it for our country. And we're still doing it as veterans out here, and you can see they're all standing here around you. They are still dedicated because they're here to serve, because we care. Ladies and gentlemen, les doy las muy sinceras gracias. Que Dios me los bendiga. And thank you very much for y'all being here. And thank you, sir, for the services that you've given us at this time. Con permiso.
Commander Mata, will you please come forward? Our committee will be donating this to the R.O.T.C. here at Travis High School. This is very appropriate because this is us. And the men in the background, over there. The connection is there. It will always be there. Thank you very much. Well, they want to take pictures. Yeah, just stand there. Photos, please. If there are any other wreaths to present, please bring them forward. If not, then the R.O.T.C. will present the wreath that our committee will also be donating to the R.O.T.C. here at Travis High School. We will now do the reading of the names, and if there is a family member of a loved one, when we call out the name, please acknowledge by saying either present or here. If there are none, then a member of the cadets, or perhaps all of them, will shout present. You're going to be doing the... Good. Come forward. Just introduce yourself. Speak loudly. That's not working. So
all right. How's everybody doing today? I am Cadet Lieutenant Commander Velez, and I want to talk on behalf of our unit to thank you all for coming here today, and it's a privilege for us to be here, knowing that a lot of men and women sacrifice themselves for our country, and we're truly honored that we are here to celebrate that day today, and truly thankful for everything they've done for us, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here doing what we are doing today and having everything that this country offers for us. And so our unit is really thankful for everything that our veterans have done for us. Thank you all, and we're truly honored on behalf of our unit. May God bless America.
You ready? Introduce yourself and start with the name.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Cadet Ensign Garcia, and I will now be presenting the names of the veterans that served and that came to William B. Travis High School. Starting with the Vietnam veterans, we have Larry R. Reeves. Harold Daly. Benny Matias Jr. Joe R. Garcia. Robert E. Rath. David E. Freestone. Patrick D. Rosen. General D. Smith. Next, we have the Agent Orange and PTSD veterans. John W. R. Helger. Jesse Avila. Mario Calderon. Carol F. Collins Jr. Augustine Davila. Luis G. Garcia. Larry Guerrero. Gabriel Hernandez. Raymond Hernandez. Jesse Labus. Joe Labus. Thomas D. Perry. Alfred Reyna. Raymond Ruiz. Albert Segura. Joe T. Cifuentes. Albert J. Smith. Daniel R. Vargas. Next, the Iraq War veterans. Nicholas Perez. George Uyola. And last but not least, Theodore M. Wyson. And that is all.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That concludes our service. I want to thank all of you all for coming. We hope to see you again next year. Perhaps by next year we will have a sound system. This event takes some coordination, and I'd like to thank the volunteers. I'd like to thank the ROTC and the band of Travis High School. Without their participation, it would not be as a grand event as we have had today. And we hope this tradition will continue. We do have some light refreshments inside in case anybody wants to partake. And thank y'all so much. And if possible, we'll see you again next week at Johnston High School. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Where's the innovation?
Thank y'all so much for coming.